I'm looking around, and I'm not really seeing any potential location. Yaku right there. For a another star. It is possible that we need to go somewhere else, do something else, and then come back for it. We can. We absolutely can do that. We can come back whenever we want. It's not like, you know, we leave, we're like stuck, or it's not like if we activate the bridge, then we're stuck. It's not a worry at all. So you know what? Let's go. We'll worry about the star later, I suppose. And for all I know, it's like over there on the other side. Or up here. Actually, we haven't actually been over here, have we? Up on the upper tier up here, have we? We have not, because we have something new. Liftthracer. The Lives of the First Companions by Randolph, 777. Liftthracer is... I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say Liftthracer because that sounds kind of cool. He is perhaps the most mysterious of the First Companions, a wanderer by mystic by nature. He would venture far from New Jerusalem on his own, recording his thoughts as he explored harsh and distant lands. These recordings garnered him a group of devoted followers to whom he tried to impart his wisdom. 5358. In the troubled time following the founder's disappearance, Liftthracer and his disciples set out on a journey to reach the opposite end of the world by foot. They have not been heard from since.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
Okay. Well, while I was listening to that, I found the other Prometheus thing, so we're gonna go do it.
There's another one of those monuments.
Yeah? So 1K found a recording of Liftthracer, and what an odd recording too. I know he's one of the first companions, but I don't really actually know much about him. Don't think I've ever seen him around either. Can someone explain? Liftthracer always had an unusual perspective, even in the very beginning. He traveled a lot, sometimes leaving for years. He built a kind of mobile recharging station, so he didn't need to come back to the city as often. Although it was quite risky, as the solar panels had a tendency to break rather quickly. But he had no problem taking risks if he felt they were necessary, and exploration was necessary to him. Liftthracer would record his thoughts as he explored, and then publish them when he returned. Over the centuries, he accumulated a group of admirers, or disciples if you prefer. In the period of crisis surrounding Athena's disappearance, they left the city, headed into the unknown, and we haven't heard from them since. The recording I found one of those we published back in the day? No, not as far as I can tell. Perhaps it's something he decided to shelve, or something he only shared with close friends like Athena. Thank you, that was informative. Research. These, this is all we got. Alright. Let's read this again. This obviously means something. Question is... what? Byron, how you doing? None of these are readable. I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone. I'm sure this matches something that's like around here. But I'm gonna have to figure out what. There we go. Frogs. Frugs. Could be this. I don't think it's this. Some of these motifs are very similar, though. Was a bird. Could be that. The thing that's up there? Go around again. No. It's not like inside somewhere, is it? Inside one of the puzzles? Guys, it's gonna be a while. Hi, Byron. Byron, you see any of these symbols that look like this? Holds up my phone to the screen as if Byron was a real person who could see what I'm talking about.
What is it?
Do you ever look at one of those labs?
I did. It's interesting. The tech is a bit older, but it's been heavily modified to be more efficient. And it's not the kind of hack job you'd expect either. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. We could probably learn something from them.
I see. Where could all this tech have come from?
I guess it could be discarded New Jerusalem tech. The mayor made us throw away a bunch of stuff that was perfectly fine, if you ask me. But I'm not sure. I'll check to see if I can find any serial numbers, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. He really wants me to go. Go into the tower. And here I am, just straight faffing. Is it really faffing if it helps us 100% the game, though? Is it? Does it count? Does it count as faffing? If it's helping? To finish the game? To complete? Nothing so far. I am tempted to go ahead and go into the tower just so I can see if there's anything over there on the other side. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and do that. Might as well. Let's go. It's not going to cut me off, you know. Thumbs up.
I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those are actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
Alright, yeah, good. I don't know if there's any other place to go right now. Thought for sure I'd be able to get up there or something, but... Unless I can do, hardcore. Nope. It didn't let me specifically. Did not let me. What's down here? Literally nothing. Why does this place exist? Why can I go down here? This is definitely not in the demo. I don't remember going in here in the demo, so this is all new.
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
Well, guess I'm going up. Hi.
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection? The creator or the created?
What you talking about, lady? I mean, perfection is kind of impossible, isn't it? You know what? Perfection is impossible.
The man who lives on the plains imagines that the gods dwell on the mountaintop. But if he followed the steep road, he would see his shadow in the clouds beneath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified?
Zeus did not create fire. It was not his to own in the first place. You know what? Sure.
If Zeus did not own fire, why should humankind?
Who says we do?
Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean?
Lusho coming out back with the zingers. The only fire Zeus had was in his pants. True. Very true. Hope itself is an evil. Screw Zeus. Hope is to be found if we were willing to look for it.
Those who seek hope should ask themselves why it was imprisoned with the world's evils.
I mean, that's what you were trying to get me to think
Creature of
about, but
clay, you
screw you,
stand
lady.
before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Big gun.
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
I activated the tower.
We need to talk about what just happened.
Okay.
Thoughts? I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam?
Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking.
What is my profile
Was this
pic?
a sentient being or some kind of recording?
Should use my my Steam profile pic, which is a pinup model calendar, just the picture of it, with a companion cube taped over the head. Picture of a companion cube taped over the head. That's what my profile pic in this would also be, by the way. It's canon. I don't know, the interaction wasn't long enough. I
Let's
don't know.
skip that issue for now. What really matters here is what it was trying to achieve by asking those questions.
I mean, it was obviously testing me.
Testing you to what?
I don't know.
See if you're worthy?
That's an interesting thought. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure.
Maybe, but why?
I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
We're all doomed. We're all doomed. Say nothing. We should be careful. Or tell Al to chill out. You know what? Say nothing.
You know how you get from mystery to certainty?
By solving puzzles?
Yep. 1K, you know the drill.
Why
The
does it
rest
have
of
to
you,
be me?
As you were.
Like, I get it for you know, the purpose of the game. It's gonna be me, the player, solving the puzzles. I get it, but at the same time, they all just kind of assume that it's just gonna be me all the time. Why were there stairs there? Why are there stairs here? So the roof of this building, the ceiling, looks kind of like the symbol that I was looking for, but it's not quite the same. This one is only 3, whereas the symbol is 4-sided. What happens if someone dies? What happens if they get shut down? What does that do to these robots? Are they considered to be dead or just sleeping? Can they be, you know, recharged and revived? Alright, well, I know the game wants me to, continue on. But there is still a lingering issue of the last spark. What are these? I think I'm gonna need a hint. I think I'm gonna need a hint to the last spark. All I really want to know, all I actually want to know is if it is something that I can get right now or if it is something that I need to come back for later. That's all I want to know. Oh no, I didn't need to call that.
I think we're done here for now.
Shut up,
Let's
Byron.
head over to the next site.
I'm done when I say we're done. Lost Joe, can you give me a hint? Can you just tell me? Not where it is, but I just want to know. Is it something that I can get right now, or is it something that I need to come back for later? It's circles. It's a butterfly. That was it. Lost Oak doesn't know. Lost Oak doesn't know. Lost Oak doesn't want to look it up for me. Alas. What do you mean you're off duty? You're never off duty. Duty. There is something to do with the with that structure, but I don't remember what it is. I remember it from the demo. I think that I remember it from the demo. I just don't remember it. I don't really know. I don't fully recall what the deal with it is. This, but I don't think that this is anything. Well, let's just go, I guess. If Lost Joke isn't gonna help, I'm not gonna look it up myself. Thinking like it could be like something here. Where's can I? It's fine. This is done. It doesn't matter. I know I can use this just to see if there's anything to connect with, even if this isn't quite what I need to connect with it, you know? We'll go look at that one next to the sculpture. And then we'll go. And then there'll be enough faffing, then we'll go. We'll have to come back later. So there's that. The nearest puzzle is up here. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is the one that we have to do. I thought it would let me climb up there. Alright, you know what? Let's go. We'll come back later. I'm just not sure. And I feel like my brain is going to turn to mush if I keep on knocking my head against this problem. Just not seeing it. I'm not seeing what it could be. I know, I said I was going to go, and now I'm not, but it's fine. Just trying to see if there's anything else to connect this to. But there really is not. Not from here, at least. Hang up there. Pretty sure I can. There might be a faster way, but we're gonna go this way. I know that was where we found the flame earlier. The fact that that has a thing on top of it is getting me. A little spire on top of that. Where can I go? That has line of sight to that. You know what? It might just be a decorative thing. I see that it's on top of the, I was gonna say the metro. The, you know what I mean. Station. It might just be decorative. I might be looking into this too much. Let's go to the station and see. And it's fine. If not, we're just gonna continue on to the station and see the next area. I don't think that's a connector. All right, well, we're going. We'll come back. We can always come back. Going to the Wooded Plateau.
everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the
Right.
next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that Wonka found. If there is,
Maybe.
look for more documentation, please.
All right. Everything is this way. Let's do a puzzle. Let's relax with a puzzle. Quantum tunneling. I remember this. Lamp. Did I not go through? I can't. Oh. Why would I do this? What do I do? Got him. Now you're thinking with portals.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Can't go this way. I was gonna look and see if there was a wall that I could take these out of, but I don't think so. All right, hold on. We gotta go. Gotta go look. Nope. 3 and 4 behind me. We don't want to go there. What's that sound? Very strange sound. Anything over here? Why is there a path? Why is there a path that leads here? Oh, that's the bridge. Alright, well, continuing on for now. Hey, Byron.
How can I help you?
What do you make of this Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforce my belief that we're being tested, or perhaps analyzed.
Okay. Off we go then. Oh. Might as well go look at this. World Spirit. The World Spirit. What is it that drives historical processes? It's easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all this? Are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the world spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that in itself another form of determinism? 5358. Always 5358. What is 5358? From Augustus to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose actions seem to drive rather than merely be driven from history, or driven by history. They make bold choices, for good or ill, that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the expression of a historical moment? But if they are, where is the space for human agency? It sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been through that one struggle, to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history, and heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. Our greater goal, then, ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate as much as that is possible in the universe. I found it too. Hypatia's Journal. Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Number 2. Day 14, Melampus and Yemo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They have not returned yet, which means that we're stretched a little thin, since we're still posting guards at all times. But those large herbivores haven't come back yet, and at any rate, Eustathius assures us that they're non-aggressive. But it's better not to take any chances, not when there's so few of us and so many of them. Athena and Cornelius and Eustathius spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing, in a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. We've started construction on the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but we'll all be glad to get out of the rain.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world?
What are you doing here, Trevor?
Look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
We could all be a cat. Cats are just little furry humans that don't give no shits about nothing. Alright. Let's solve the puzzle, shall we? Mutual aid. Jan Jammer. We jammin'. Oh, that's right. Can't take that, can I? Can't jam through the bars. I see. Okay. I am definitely a bit lost on this one. Have I missed something back here? There's something else to grab. No, doesn't look like it. I can do that, but it doesn't help me. And I can grab it here. Put this in here, but there's no I have an idea. No, it's not letting me do it. We need to open this. We need to open this again. Got it. Don't know if that was the intended way of doing it or if I just cheesed that. I'm not entirely sure. It felt like I might have just cheesed it, but
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Thought maybe I could aim this somewhere. But that doesn't look to be the case. For now. For now. Three. This way. I will consider that a bit. See what that does. I don't know what color it wants. We'll have to follow it and see where it goes. That was cliff. All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and do number 4. Byron, how you doing? We'll go over there in a bit. There's going to be more puzzles over there that we're going to need. I need the box. So I can just do this. Oh, fine. No, I need to grab it from here. It's possible I need to do blue on that one instead, on the other thing, but...
You know something that's weird about these
mess around with
puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
They're new puzzles.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
It was boring then. We got our first triangle. Anything around the back? Other than death? I assume that's death. I don't actually know if it's death, but it looks like it's death. Keeping connections. I'm looking for any connection to the thing. Oh, I bet I need it for this though. So what color do I need? Red? Oh no, I need this. Okay. There we go. And then, all I really need to do is put it... red, okay. We don't need this anymore. We might need that. I think I might have just screwed myself. Maybe not. There's no way I can get all the way over here. It is possible that this is one of the ones that I need the extraneous connection for. I know that there are puzzles like that in this. I guess I could put it here, but does that help me if it's like over there? Yes, actually it does. So actually, I think I need to reset this. Can I reset it from here? I don't want to... I'm gonna reset it. I think I've screwed myself by doing that. That's fine. We're going to... do this. And do this. And, can I just put this here? Oh, this needs to be over here. And then grab this. Oops. And then that's fine. That's where we want it. And then I take this. And then I think we'll just do this. Let's see here. And this. I can't do that. Can I move this over a little bit? No, I can't. This is pretty much just the only place that it goes. Not like another place for me to put this, is there? No, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, I'm an idiot. God, I'm a moron. Just right here. Just right here is enough. Did it.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
You sure you don't get headaches? Are you doubly sure? 5, this way. That wasn't even 5. What's up here? It looks like there could be something up here. So what's up here?
While exploring the forest, I came across a site of primal force. A beautiful stag, standing on a hill silhouetted against the setting sun.
Find out what
it appeared like a messenger from some divine natural power, perhaps from Gaia herself. Even to a being such as myself, less susceptible to manipulation by instincts and hormones, it was clearly a moment of revelation. In such moments, we are told to avert our eyes. But what if we do not? What will we discover if we look more closely? If we could speak to the stag, what wisdom would it have to offer? The answer is none. The stag is an animal of overwhelming stupidity, driven only by fear, hunger, and lust. There is no abyss for us to plunge into behind this revelation. Rather, the revelation is as flat and unreal as the plywood walls of a film set.
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
Another one of these. 2478. Okay. I guess I'll take a picture of this one too. This, I'm assuming, is the this is the places that we need to go in order to figure out what this is. Hi, Byron. How you doing? I see you back there. Alright. Let's continue on to 5, though. Let's do more puzzle. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm not touching that switch. I'm not touching it. Can't reach any of these, to be honest. Can't take this off. G&G got first. Well, hello, G&G. I want to do that one. I can't. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I can just get through no matter what. Okay. Over there. There we go. All right. Can I? Oh, this doesn't go through that. All right. There, now I have both. Again, I have no idea if this is the way that they want me to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. Did it.
That was an excellent solution.
Thank you. I know, Byron. I know it was. But thank you. 2478. We need 6 next. Just this way.
I've relayed your responses to my friends, and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them?
Yeah, sure.
Now, you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity, and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in a advisory capacity, trying to guide our city to prosperity. People who know things which would only scare or confuse the average citizen. I have 5 such friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you.
Who are these people?
I can't yet tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer by trade, tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. The second is a scholar of some repute, thinks the big questions have answers in our code. The third is, well, it's hard to pin down, a practitioner, let's say, of esoteric arts. The fourth is a member of the political establishment. And the fifth, well, the less I say about them, the better for everyone. So is there someone you think it would make a good match?
It makes it seem like the first is talking about Melville, but I don't think so. Melville has already said that she doesn't like puzzles, so it must be another engineer. Of course, it could be an engineer I know, but I don't think so. A scholar of some repute. No. I mean, there's a number of those. The scholar of some repute could be either one of the 2 people at the museum, the prickly one or the nicer older one. It could be one of those. I guess it's the prickly one. The third, practitioner of the esoteric arts. Is that what's her face with the shop? Is my assumption, my guess. The fourth is a member of the political establishment. I don't know. That could be a number of people. I'd rather hear which is most interested in me.
Your answers to my questions and our observation about your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You've shown compassion for your fellow humans, and open-mindedness to the point that your brains might fall out. Your support would mean a great deal to my esoteric friend. They won't be pinned down on how New Jerusalem should grow, except to say that it shouldn't be pinned down. On that, they're absolute. Are you happy for me to put you in touch?
Sure. You're giving the problematic person to someone else. I gotta achieve, not what it seems. Get involved in behind the scenes.
Okay, I'll send an introduction.
Great. The Progenitor Portrait Series. Hi everyone, this is the latest of my portrait series. I have always had a deep respect for the Progenitor, Alexander Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill us with a sense of beauty and wonder. Hello, welcome! Welcome to Raiders. Welcome to me reading a lot of text. Now this is we don't have much. We don't have much right now. It's all reading and puzzle. This is a brainy stream. It's treating me well. We finished with the grasslands, but I didn't find the second star yet. But I'm on the way to finding a star in this one, and I found the excess laser line, but I haven't figured out where it goes yet. I'm kind of going puzzle by puzzle. It was good to be human, Alexander Drennan. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but how it makes you feel. Beautiful work, Rodam. Gives me bittersweet, wistful feelings. She must have been a great person. To me, it really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the progenitor in this way. Why not? It is important to remember she's a real person. You know what? It's important to remember that she was a real person. You're right. She was extraordinary, of course, but she was a human being like any of us. I don't think you can say the progenitor was like any of us. That's like saying the founder was like any of us. I mean, we're all human, right? We're just a bit more metallic. We can all be extraordinary. What a saccharine reply. I mean, it's nice, but it's a bit sugar sweet. It's not disrespectful to acknowledge their humanity. 1K is right. In fact, I'd say to not acknowledge their humanity would be downright insulting. Just look at that quote Rodan posted. Before this thread derails completely, let me say, as someone who personally knew their founder, that she was both extraordinary and very human. I could never accomplish what she did, but she's always believed in me and I'm passionate for her. Oh wait, there was another thing. Research. This is just, yeah, this. Oh good, they took a picture of it for me. Nice. Why didn't they take a picture of the other one? They didn't take a picture of the one on the other thing. All right, well. We're at 6. We're at, so wait, someone to talk to. Let's go talk to this guy. Yakut,
1K,
what's
up?
What do you think the towers are for?
Maybe they're for powering up the megastructure? Or maybe they just open it, like keys. Why? No idea. But aren't they gorgeous? Just incredible feats of engineering?
They're just big, what a waste of material. No, yeah, they look nice.
I don't know who built this place, but whoever they were, they must have had a purpose. Making something so beautiful feels like a statement of intent.
All right, thanks. I see someone else over here. They're gone. Oh, that's just Byron. We already talked to Byron. Let's go. 6. Yakut. I made fun of Yakut earlier because he tried to do an impression of me somehow. And he made it sound really dumb. Oh, look at that puzzle. Oh, and so now I'm just if I ever have to read something in his voice, I'm just gonna make it really nerdy. Passage. Okay. For what purpose? I could do this. I don't know why I would do that, but I could. Okay. Is there there is. I mean, we don't need this right now. Can't use it, so go this way. Can't quite, no. What have I done? What have I done? that's interesting. I can do that. Yeah, I might have to reset this. We'll see. That. Cool. Pushes me right out. I can't like turn this, can I? No. 'Cause I see that. I see what's going on there. I could have used that thing here. But again, to what purpose? Like, I could have kept it. I think I am going to have to reset this, but I'm just trying to figure out, like, where I would have pointed that. Because I can't point it down there. Not really. I don't think that I can. I don't think it goes... It doesn't go through the close bars. It'll go through this. It'll go through this bar, but it won't go through these bars. There's not like a way to like turn this, is there? Alright, I think I'm gonna have to reset this, unfortunately. Let's reset it. Alright, let's try again. Go up here. Yeah, I can't do anything here. I mean, I can open this, but like again, for what purpose? You know what? I can lob that thing down, can I? Maybe I do want to put this over there. Maybe I didn't need to reset. If I bring that one over here and open this up, then I can actually stick this out, right? And then and then it'll drop, and then I can grab it. I mean, you know, worst comes to worst, I'll just reset again. Yeah. Okay. Now I have this. Okay. Oh, of course. I can just do this. There, now both of them are up. Do this. Do this. Now, what's the question? I think I might not need one of these now. I think I can just put this one back. I can just drop it down. All right, we got this back. We got this back. We got. Might as well just. I didn't even realize I was standing in the right place. Didn't even realize. It surprised me too. Alright. We did it. We did it. It took some cogitation. We did it. 7. 7 figured out where the, Byron, how you doing? Where the, line goes to. Oh, there it is. Follow this. Where does this go? Right here. Is where it ends. I don't know what color we need. Oh, there's a thing over there. Grab it, might as well. You know what? Let's do 7 first. 7's right here. Right? Let's do 7 first, then we'll grab the lore. On our way to 8. Sure. Great. I try to do good puzzles. I couldn't make them for the life of me, but I do them. Now what's the purpose of this? Probably to use this. How does one get over there? Thank you for the follow, by the way. And the raid. There has to be a way over here. Oh. This is my box, can I? I don't know what to jam though. Let's go over here and look. Can't. Maybe jam this. Yeah, jam this. Can I jam that? I might be able to if I... I move this a little bit more, kind of... What? No. No, I don't... Oh! Yeah, I got it! Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. And then... that needs to stay. And this. Ooh, no. Yeah! Just got it. Just got it. I didn't think that was gonna work. I thought the angles weren't quite right.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound surprised. I mean, clearly, you know what you're doing.
I guess that's why you're making me do all the puzzles. None of you has even tried to do the puzzles. You keep on saying, oh, it's all 1K. 1K should go do the puzzles. Not a single one of you has even attempted it. This again, I don't know what this is. I guess I'll figure it out. It's the same symbol as the one that we didn't get in the grasslands. That might mean that we can't get this one yet either. The new theology. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw, the object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God, that is to say, instead of the old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, created something lower than himself, the aim of the New Theology is to turn that process the other way and conceive of the force behind the universe as working up through imperfection and a mistake to a perfect, organized being having the power of fulfilling its highest purpose. What a sentence. That was an entire single sentence. That whole thing. No periods except at the end. In a sense, there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy, the ecstasy of a brain and intelligence, actually conscious of the whole, and with executive force capable of guiding it to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That is what we are working to. This entire bit of text is 3 sentences. George Bernard Shaw, you need to end your sentences more. From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. It's Neve, right? That's how you say it? Neve. After these events, Neve decided to consult the writings of the ancients, but while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all its forms that came as a revelation. To her delight, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in stories, that even when the characters and events of a story were not factual, they had a validity and weight as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. So she set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Filter little profile. Neve sounds nice. I would love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art history than anyone. And when we do, remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. Default settings in the language libraries are wrong. Well, I had Craig for that. Leviathan, from the Introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is by the art of man, as in many other things. So in this also imitated, that it can make an artificial animal. For seeing life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within. Why may we not say that all automata, engines, that move themselves by springs and wheels, as does a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body, such as was intended by the artificer? Yeah, I would have said it wrong too. Elise. The whole time, if I didn't have a friend telling me how to say it. Art goes yet further, imitating the rational and most excellent work of nature, man. For by art is created that great Leviathan called a commonwealth, or state, in Latin civitas, which is but an artificial man, though of greater stature and strength than the natural, for whose protection and defense it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, is giving life and motion to the whole. Again, gibberish, except it is 5358 gibberish. Is this 5358? Is that a thing, or is that just generic gibberish that they copy pasted? Lastly, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were at first made, set together and united, resemble that fiat, or the "let us make man" pronounced by God in the creation. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Stratton and is extrapolating the Talos principle to the level of the state, but unlike Stratton, he wishes for, at the end of the day, all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control the machine, tell him what to do. Yeah, I think it says could. I just mean, like, I keep on seeing it specifically in the form of 5358. Maybe it stands for something specific, like a line break or something like that. Seesaw. I'm not familiar enough with the Unicode or any of those. Alright, well, I need red. So, red it is. And then I need blue. That is the question, isn't it? Yeah, I need to get them both in, but of course I can't cross the streams. I can open this right now, but if I do that, it's gonna close that, and that's not what I want. You know, I can put this here and then I can open that, but this one I can put like over here. Like I can do this one here. Or I can do this one here. But this doesn't help me with the blue. Because that's just going to close that. That's fine. Just messing around. I mean, I could put it even like all the way over here. But that still doesn't help me get over there. Unless it's one of those things where it's like just... No, I was gonna say it's like, is that just high enough? The answer to that is no. And then this still needs to be used for something. Butterfly, help me with this puzzle. It disappeared. That butterfly didn't want anything to do with this puzzle. Butterfly noped right out. I'm trying to like diagram this in my head, and I cannot see a way to cross the streams. Not without I need like two things. So I can do this one here and go over there, but that entire area I'd still need to hit that. So that's not going to happen. I could go this way and do that, but that's just gonna kill this. It's definitely breaking my brain. Do I need... Okay. Okay. I've got an idea. I've got an idea. Do I need to do one and then the other, and then I use this thing to set it up, and then it, like, kills the other one when I'm already back there? Is that it? So it, like, takes turns? I need to figure out how to do that. Hold on. So basically I set both of them up. I don't know if I need to do this. I'm dumb and I left that thing over there. Hold on. I need to bring this back. So we've got this. It's not gonna work. So I don't think that I can. I don't think I can do this. And, like, pull it through here. I don't think so. I don't think I can do that. At least that works. Keep on pressing left click. No, it's not quite. Wait, can I? I can't do these both at the same time, can I? That's not gonna work. No, it just does nothing. That's what I thought. Making sure. I need to. That'll do that one. This still doesn't help me though. Okay. Okay. I don't know what idea that I had, but clearly I am not able to do it. Okay, here's a question. Back to what I was doing before, to be honest, but it's fine. That's what I was trying to do. And I couldn't get my brain to do it. I couldn't get my brain to figure out how to do it. That was the idea that I had, but my brain was not cooperating in figuring out how to do it. Anyway, let's do that. Let's do 7. Is this 7? And then it's 4 and 2. Bunny hop. Four? Oh no. There it is. And then 2. 2 is this way. One and deer. Oh dear. Alcatraz?
What can I do for you, 1K?
What do you make of the Sphinx?
Whatever that being is, it told us that we stand before the fire.
Yeah.
That can only be a warning, and I think we should take it seriously. We don't want another New Alexandria.
What's that? Excuse me? I drank tea from my Oh Dear Diner mug tonight. I usually do it on Wednesdays. I usually use a certain mug for certain days. Just because it's tradition. Oh, this is much deeper water. Deeper by like a foot. Alright.
Every answer leads to another question.
Shut up, Sphinx.
The last answer leads to the first question.
Follow these question marks. Ooh, we found a lab. Okay. I need a bomb. I need a bomb so I can blow open this obviously hidden wall.
Looks like you found another lab.
Damn right I did.
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
Weird. Stratton Ideas, The Origins of Thought, a fragment from Straton's The Origins of Thought, as quoted in a commentary by Simplicius of Cilicia. To say that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error and philosophers are particularly prone to, because it raises those who think above those who do. Raises those who think above those who do. Nicomachus. What is the truth? That does not flatter. That the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter. And so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay is shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold. Those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta. Lacedaemon, is that how you say that? And likewise, it is for all peoples. But may ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action, alter the shape of the mold, as you put it? To discover a method for accomplishing this is the chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. The newly discovered Heracleon manuscript, likely a lost part of the Barocci collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between pneuma, the individual mind or spirit, described as an energy arising from matter, and ideas, which are produced by the pneuma as it interacts with the material world. And then here's the Reddit comments. Philosophy is useless if it offers no way of changing things. At least Straton tried, and didn't lie to himself. But how can we change the shape of the mold? Straton never says. Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change it all ourselves, but perhaps we could. Like Alexander Drennan, create the conditions for change. And then there's this. Version 0.05 deployed successfully. Version to previous settings fixes malfunction, but what was the error? Cooling systems improved. Version 06 deployed successfully. Significant improvement to disassembly. New lab space carved out wherever. Easy to destroy, harder to create. It's so easy to optimize only one aspect. Version 07 deployed successfully. Version 08 halted. Insufficient energy for trials 719 through 802. And that's...
The world is a wonderful place. Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
Yeah? I just experienced a data stream overload.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
I had a vision.
Yes, you were streaming. We all saw something.
Really? You guys can see everything I see?
You didn't fry your motherboard.
Wasn't sure.
Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly...
Yeah?
Who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
Maybe one of the people who built the place?
A new person. Someone we've never heard of before.
Does that make me 1001?
Outside the city. We have to find out more.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Do I need to redo the number on my chest?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system.
Great.
Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
GG, what are you doing? What weirdness are you doing, GG, GNG? GG. Another one. Untitled draft. Untitled, Saint Eadwald identified the tetramino with the tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God, because to him the mathematical properties of the tetramino reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as storyteller after all, took Eadwald's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, there is some kind of truth hidden on all this. The world really is, in a sense, made up of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. Yet the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are, in fact, radically different and separate. New Alexandria. From the Book of Reminiscence and Regret by Eustathius. GG is just causing chaos. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin, and our resources extremely limited. It was a harsh time, but I felt passionate about the work, fired up by the many sacrifices that had brought us here, from the EIAN team to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Drennan's team had left behind. I don't think they had expected the simulation to take as long as it did, but it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of a local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets, this is the greatest. Eustathius never forgave himself for his mistake. He drifted away, isolated himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. But was it really his fault? Yes, he made a mistake, but why was the entire weight of the New Alexandria colony placed on his shoulders? The simple process of review and discussion could have prevented the entire disaster. Doesn't that mean New Jerusalem as a whole is at fault? He did his best, I feel sorry for him. But the dead remain dead, and that has to be faced. Extinction. Because, I mean, there is death for these people, but I was just wondering, like... Because, I mean, that kind of death feels like it's, like they got blown up, or they got, like, trapped in lava, or something like that. But I just mean, like, if they just lose power, is that death, or can they just be, you know, repowered? The ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there's no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should we let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be a tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and responsibility to choose. Yeah, guys. Nuke the whales. Nuke the dolphins. Why the dolphins? Gotta nuke something. TNG knows where that's from. Paraphrased. Nuke the whales. Why the whales? Gotta nuke something. We're done for the day. We're not done here. But we are done for the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the raid. Have a good night. Next week we will see what the deal with this is before we move on. Are we done with all the Are we done with all the puzzles here? No, there's one more triangle, and then of course the gold one, which we can't. I don't know if we can get into right now yet, but and we'll deal with the whatever's on the social media next week as well. So goodbye, everybody. Good night.